Hello Loomers, this is Chidero, and today's tutorial will be on this fabulous bracelet by Late Loomer. It is called the Licorice bracelet. So, it's really easy to do. I used the limited edition Rainbow Loom bands, and it's just a simple hook only and just one band wrapped around. Gives it a pretty cool effect. So make sure that you check out Late Loomer on Instagram because she is a fabulous designer. She comes up with these designs like daily. So click on the link below and give her a follow. I had made a couple variations with color just to see what different options, I guess, what I thought might look good. So, and I apologize, they're tiny, but I just wanted to see. So this one, I tried using two colors on the inside, so that's possible. And this one here, I used the LE bands on the inside, and then, oh gosh, I always get this wrong, they're Rainbow Loom bands. They have the white on the inside. I'm so sorry. This one here is, again, two different colors on the inside. Just looking for different color options. But this one here, well, I like that. Out of all of them, I like this one the most. This one here, I tried with the double bands on the center. Late Loomer had posted one just like this, and I do like this one a lot. So, those are just a couple options to show you, and see, you know, what you like. So let's get our supplies. All you'll be needing is your hook, however many band colors of your choice. I am going to use, these are round bands that I bought months and months ago. They're DIY brand bands, and they're, how do I say this? They were not the best bands to use for a like a fishtail or hexafish, any kind of a bracelet like that. And for a loom, they kept breaking, so it's been months since I saw these, but they're perfect for hook only. So again, they're DIY brand. This is another color that's DIY brand as well, which is like a hot pink, and I will be using the limited edition Rainbow Loom purple bands. So this bracelet is, like I said, it's really simple, but there's just like one hidden band that's I tried to practice a few times before I even started filming this to make sure. I really want you to see which band is in here to try to grab. Otherwise, once you see the correct one to grab, you can zip on through. So first, as always, figure 8. And this color that we put on here, first, this is the color that's going to go up your bracelet in the middle. So, like this one here, this is the blue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use a solid color, one color going up the middle. So I'm going to use two bands right here of the same color. If you want your bracelet to have two colors in the middle, then this is when you would add two colors like this. But I'm just going to use one. So you want to take 2 bands and stick them on your hook, slide your figure 8 over, push it down, and put this end up on your hook. I'm just going to zoom this in and pray that I do not go off the screen like I always do. Okay, so for me, this is a little bit challenging in the beginning because there's, well, 1, I'm using LE bands, and 2, there's not much to grab onto when you're looming the beginning part, so you might want to keep a close hold onto your bands to make sure they don't slip apart. So 1, we want to make sure that they're all in order. So your outside bands, and then you have 2 inside bands like that. So this, I'm going to use 2 bands. Late Loomer's original design, she only had 1 band for this part, so you could make it like this, and if you wanted to do that pattern, then you would just use 1 band right here. But if you wanted to use, where did that one go? I seem to have lost the other bracelet. But if you wanted to use 2, here it is. If you wanted to use 2 colors on the center, then you double up on your bands. So I'm going to use 2 different colors. I'm going to use purple and pink. So I always, at the end of my bracelets, I always go through and try to, I call it Alvarez it, off of J Alvarez on Instagram, which to me, the word Alvarez means perfect it, which he doesn't like his bands to cross. But what I like to do on this bracelet is make sure that my bands are always straight and not crooked, and you'll see why. So you can take those 2 bands, or 1, and slide what's on every band that's on your hook over top of it like that. Okay, so we want to keep a hold onto the 2 bands in my right hand here, and we're going to keep a hold on the bottom. So what we want to do here is, you have these 4 bands, okay, we want to go in and grab underneath the 2 center bands. Like that. So you have your band on the outside there, band on the outside, 2 center bands. I'm going to put those 2 inside this hook, and we're going to take these 2 bands and we're going to take them over the top. And my colors are switched. So this is what I was talking about as far as Alvarezing it, making it perfect. I don't want my bands to be crossed. Oh well, I'll fix the other side. So you want to take these 2 bands and slide them over your hook, and the 2 bands just like that. So I'm going to push that back, and then I want to take these 2 and stick them back on my hook. This is just my preference. You don't have to do that. But what we're going to do is the same exact thing on the opposite side. So I'm going to take my hook out and turn it just like that. Now we're going to do the same thing. Stick those 2 underneath your hook, these 2 colors, and bring them over your hook and down just like that. So I'm going to give it a pull, especially in the beginning here, because I want this to stay, because we have to take our hook out. So we have our 2 bands left on top here. I'm going to take our hook out, and so this is the part where I said there's a hidden band. Okay, you see down here you have 2 bands looped around your cap band. We're going to grab this band right in the center. Okay, so we're going to take our hook, separate these two, and just grab this band, put it on our hook. Now, you want to make sure that you go over these 2 bands right here. Go over it, and right in between right here, there's that first band peeking out, the green one there. Stick your hook under it, grab it. Now I give it a little tug so I have a little bit to play with. Now you want to grab your center color and stick that band through those 2 on your hook, and then release like that. Then go to the other side, stick your hook in. Okay, so we want to go, I'm going to separate these just a little bit so we can see. So we want to go over top of these 2 bands right here and grab that green band. In my case it's green. That band down in there. Grab another center color and pull those 2 bands over top and then release. So this is what you should have. So we're going to take our hook and grab all 4 ends. This is the first band we placed. Make sure it's not crooked or twisted. Stick your hook in. Make sure that you grab the right one here. This one's sticking up a little bit, so make sure you grab the right one. And the last. Grab your cap band, give it a little pull, and this is what you should have. So you have 4 bands on your hook. 2 on the outside and 2 on the center. So that's the process. And it gets easier, in my opinion, because I have a little bit of a tough time trying to find those, I call them hidden bands. Now it'll be a little bit easier because we have stability. So we want to grab our wrap bands. I'm going to call them wrap bands. Grab those once again. We're going to slide this down, stick your finger on top, put these 2 bands on your hook, slide them through all of these bands like that. Slide this back a tad. So remember, we want to go in and we want to grab those 2 center bands, put them on our hook, keep them right at the end of your hook there. So easy to wrap these colors. Okay, then we want to take and slide your wrap band over top of your hook. Push it down a little bit. So I find it easier to put this back on my hook. Wow, my colors keep getting mixed up. Here we go. So you don't have to put it back on, but I find it easier. And then we're just going to transfer it to this side here. Like that. And do the same thing. Put those 2 bands under your hook, slide it underneath your wrap band, and they fall over those 2 bands. Give it a tug. So this is what you should have so far. Looks really neat. So if you keep the 2 bands, like right, whenever you put your 2 bands or your 1 band, if you use 2 bands for your wrap bands, keeping them straight throughout the looping makes it easier, where you're not having to play around with it as much, like this, to try to get your colors in order, which can stretch them and pull them out. So that's just one suggestion. Okay, so we have these two bands on top. We want to take our hook out, grab this one here on the right, go over top of your wrap band, go in between this, like in this V right here, and grab that band down in there. Grab your center color, and stick that through, and release. Go the other side, grab that top band, kind of push these out of the way. Going to go over top of your wrap band, down into the center, grab that band in there, grab your center color, and there you go. Then grab all four ends of it, put it back up on your hook. So again, you have your four bands up here, and this is the start of the pattern or the design or process. So when we take our wrap bands, stick them on our hook, slide all the bands on your hook over top of them, push this back, grab these two center bands, have them underneath your hook there, take the two bands over here and pull them over your hook and push them down. I'm going to stick these bands back on my hook, give it a pull, and take it off my hook, turn it around like that, and do the same thing. Stick these two underneath your hook and slide these bands over top. Okay, so we have our two bands on top. Put your hook in this one here. Go over top of your wrap band in that V and grab that hidden band down there. Oh. Grab your center color and pull it through. Same thing other side. Kind of separate that. Might just be like this because I'm using the round bands. I haven't tried it, this design yet with the opaque. Might be easier to grab that band with opaque bands. So stick your hook into all four ends. And back to the beginning. So I'll go ahead and do it maybe 2 more times with you, then you can go ahead and work on it. Slide all your bands on top. And grab your 2 center bands. Keep them underneath your hook. Then we're going to slide our wrap band on top. Push it down. Stick these back on. And I pull, transfer it. These 2 underneath your hook. Slide on top. Simple, awesome, cool. Take your hook out, grab that band down inside of there. Your center color. If you wanted to do 2 colors in the center, this is the time. Like this band right here would be 1 color, and then when you go in to grab this one, then you would place another color on here. And then you would have alternating colors going up the center. Okay, one more time. So we have our 4 bands. Grab your wrap band, slide them all on top. Grab the 2 center bands, pull your wrap band over this side on your hook, turn it around, do the same thing. Grab one of your loops, go down and grab that secret band, put your center color, release, go on this side, make sure you go over top, grab that band, center color, release, and then grab all 4 ends. So, pretty simple. So you guys go ahead and finish this up to the desired length, and we will meet back here in a few short moments. Okay, so hopefully by now you have your bracelet to the desired length. So we're going to go ahead and close it up. We start out here at the beginning stitch or step and grab your wrap band, stick those in, turn around, and my bands are crossed. Okay, So now that we are at this step right here with your 2 bands hanging out, you're going to take your hook out and do the same as you've done. Grab that band, down in there, and grab your middle center color and stick that band in there, just like that. Now go to the opposite side, stick your hook in, grab that band down in there, pull it out. So oops, I'm sorry. I'm just going to turn it this way. So what we're going to do is we want to take that band we pulled out, okay, and then our top band there, and we want to slide it over the band that we looped on the other side, just like that. Push that down in there, and voila, you have your band ready for a C-clip. And make sure your bands aren't twisted. And let's go ahead and add a C-clip. Okay, so this is what your bracelet should look like. I love these colors. I think this came out wonderful. So I believe this is the signature side, because to me it's the most amazing side. I love this. There's the V's that come down, and some of your bands could be overlapping. So if you're real particular and you want if you use 2 bands and you want all of the one color on the bottom and another color on the top, you can go down it, and if you see any out of place, you can just kind of wrap them to put them in the order that you like. And if you turn it to the side, it's the same thing. So it's a different bit of a pattern, but if you want all of one color on top and another in that to repeat itself, you're just going to fix up your bands. Then, because it's really 4 sides, which is really cool too. Same thing, like this one right here. I like all of my purples are on the bottom. So this one right here, I had a really hard time trying to get this pink to go over this purple band. So in this case, it's in there pretty good, and what it's doing is it's stretching out. So if one of them is out of place, to me, I'm cool with that. I'd rather that than to play with it and then it, you know, kind of mess up on me, like right there. It's not tight. But that's that side. And then you have this side looks the same as this. But this side here is the back, and this one is the front. So this is what it should look like. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It is a really, really super cool bracelet. I would love to see different color combos. That's my favorite part of seeing your creations and and things like that, because I'm just fascinated with how the imagination of color. So again, this is the Licorice bracelet designed by the great late Loomer. And if I inspired you and you're really wanting to you know, make this bracelet and post it out there and enjoy it, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see any upcoming design tutorials, whether they be with Bling or not, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, because my goal is to not always bling. I do like to do these tutorials because I know what it's like to try to follow a flipogram, and if I can help others understand how to make someone else's great design, I am on board. So again, thank you for watching, and see you next time.